Biodiversity. Life on Earth is like a fragile spiderweb made of a large variety of interlinked plant and animal species. Extinctions of species is akin to breaking the morning thread of this fragile web of life. Our action can lead to a complete breakdown to this intricate web. The great variety of life on Earth has provided for man's need for thousands of years. This diversity of living creature forms a support system which has been used by each civilization for its growth and development. Those that use this bounty of nature carefully and sustainably survived. Those that overuse or misuse is disintegrated. Science has attempted to classify and categorize the variability in nature for over a century. This has led to an understanding of its organization into communities of plant and animal. The collective information of human civilization has helped in utilizing the biological wealth of Earth for the benefit of humanity and has been integral to the processes of development. This includes the utilization of biological diversity for healthcare, better crop, and new raw material for industrial products. This has led to a higher standard of living for the developed world. However, this has also produced the modern consumeristic society, which has serious negative impact on the same valuable biological resource on which human development has been based. Biological diversity or the biodiversity is that part of nature which includes the differences in genes among the individuals of a species. The variety and richness of all the species in a region, as well the various types of ecosystems within a defined area. The biodiversity forms a part of the living component of our planet called the biosphere. The unit of biodiversity referred to can thus be related to global or sub-global region or could form a characteristic of a smaller geographical region or a political entity such as a country, a state, or a taluk. An ecosystem is a geographical unit with its own abiotic feature such as climate, soil, water, and a variety of interlinked species of plant and animals. Examples are the forest, grasslands, deserts, rivers, lakes, and seas around us. Each ecosystem is characterized by specific abiotic feature and its biological diversity that can be measured by the number of species and their abundance present in it. The biodiversity of a region is a valuable natural resource which forms a part of every ecosystem's mankind in an integral part of these ecosystems and is dependent on several goods and services that these ecosystems provide. The diversity in wild species forms the gene pool from which our crop and domestic animals have been developed over thousands of years. Today, the variety of nature's bounty is being further harnessed by using genetic engineering and plant technology for our crops and breeding programs for developing better varieties of domestic animals. Biotechnology by manipulating genes for developing better medicines and industrial products continues to depend on raw materials from nature. The unmarginably large variety of life found in nature influences the day-to-day lives of millions of people. Some people depend on biodiversity for their very survival. This is most obvious in the tribal communities who gathered resources from the forest. For others, such as agriculture communities, it is the basis on which their agriculture and animal husbandry is dependent. Urban communities generally use the greatest amount of goods and services which are all directly or indirectly drawn from natural ecosystem. In the year 1992, the international community decided that biodiversity conservation is critical to man's sustainable development on Earth. At the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, also known as the Earth Summit, which was held at Rio, the Biodiversity Convention was signed by 158 countries. Some of its main points envisions a wide spectrum of responsibilities for the countries that have signed the conventions. The convention has stressed that biodiversity conservation is a common concern to all people and that governments have sovereign right over its management and use. That states are expected to use biodiversity sustainability. The benefit of biodiversity will be shared by indigenous people who have used it traditionally. To make this happen, the party, means the nation, are expected to develop national strategies and plans, identify the component of their biodiversity, establish protected area system, manage biodiversity, rehabilitate degraded areas, control exotic species, and protect their threatened species. They would also implement strategies from sustainable use of resources. Training, education, and research is considered a major activity which is crucial to successful biodiversity conservation. Thank you.